Right. All right, guys. So here we are at the closing phase, right? This is this is going to kind of wrap this first section up here about prospecting in this specific cold email method. But what we're talking about here is kind of applicable to whenever you're going to be closing. So this is kind of just general thoughts on it and how to go out and do it. Coffee is for closers, man. It's let's just face the fact that you're probably not going to be able to close every single client, every prospect that comes through the funnel. You just having a 100% close rate is impossible. You want to get as high of a close rate as you can, but 100% is just not going to happen. That's the way of the world. The goal here is just to improve the number of clients that you are closing. Dropping the obsession with having to close every single client, that is gonna, kind of free you up to be better at your job and actually close more people and close more of the clients that you want to work with, not the ones that are going to drive you crazy. This is definitely the hardest part of the process here. There are plenty of prospects who are happy to talk about marketing and pump you for all the free info that you can give them. But as soon as you talk about money, that's when they go missing, right? They stop answering their emails. They stop returning your texts. Whatever. That's why we scheduled this call for closing during our last time on the phone with them. It just makes it so much easier than to chase them around. If you didn't schedule it, then you're just going to have to keep following up and getting them on the phone eventually. So how do we close, right? So at this point, the prospect has had multiple points of contact with us, right? They had the cold email, which they responded to. They had the video audit, which they responded to. They had the first phone call where they really got to meet us, right? And then they've been mulling over their proposal for a day or two. So at this point, we've built up a lot of trust and a lot of rapport with them, right? They know that we're for real. We've given them a lot of value. They know that we can do what we say we can do. And then, so we get on this call with them and we just have to ask them for the sale. That's what this is. We just got to ask for it. So before the call, make sure you've sent them the proposal so that you guys can go through it together on the phone. Know how much you're willing to negotiate on price, because believe me, it will come up. Nobody wants to pay. Hardly ever will somebody pay what is asked the first time in this sort of consulting situation. So you will have to know how much you're willing to let your price be negotiated. Know how you're going to accept payment, right? So whether that's over the phone, you can use a software like PayFunnels, which is my personal favorite for doing pretty much all of my invoicing is done through PayFunnels. But you can also use something different, FreshBooks, PayPal, whatever you want to do. And then pretty much, guys. So you get them on the call, go through, do a little rapport building. Hey, how you doing? How about them Mets or whatever. And then kind of just go through the details of the proposal, right? Explain anything that they're unclear about, answer any questions, and go above and beyond to be helpful, right? Handle any objections they have. Don't let them sidetrack you, right? You're on this call to turn them into a client. Don't let them start going off on a different thing or talking about the government or the Cowboys or whatever. Keep them kind of focused on what we're talking about here. And then when the time comes, as you're getting to the bottom of the proposal with the money, just ask for the sale. Just be like, hey, this is it. Let's do it, right? Just just say it's, do you want to get, this is pretty, how you might frame it is something like, hey, this is everything that we've been talking about here. The price is going to be, $2,000 a month. Are you ready to get started today? Right? And that's when the real negotiation happens, right? Again, it's rare for a client to agree to that first number that you ask for. That's why when I ask, I'm always asking for more than I'm willing to settle for. So typically, I'll start at something like $1,500 a month plus $1,000 setup fee, and we'll end up settling around $1,000 a month with a reduced or waived setup fee if they pay on the call. There's no set rules on how low you should go with this stuff, but just kind of do what feels comfortable for you. Just be aware though that the more that you negotiate down, typically it is, the less that a client is paying you, the more of a pain in the ass that client is. That just happens to, that's just kind of the way the universe works. So, you can let them negotiate you down to $500 a month, but know that client is probably going to be texting you and emailing you like all the time, asking every single thing. Whereas the client who says, yeah, $2,000 a month, that sounds good, I'll let you do your job, will just let you do it, versus like having to try to manage their investment, quote unquote. What I do here that is a really, really effective tactic, guys, is I offer them a discount for taking action and paying right there on the call with me. This could be this is what I call incentive pricing. So you offer them a discount, or or you waive the setup fee or something if they pay right there. So this could be that you drop the setup fee, or you drop the monthly rate down. That's not going to be available. That discount won't be available after you hang up. If a client is like, if they really want to work with you, this is very effective for them to get them to open up their wallets, right? Again, it's one of these things you just kind of have to you do have to be a little bit of a dentist in this situation. If they really want it, you have to just kind of pull the teeth and just kind of pull them in with you. The I need time to think about it. It's not always the inevitable response, but you will get this a lot of the time. It's not the end of the world if they say they need time to think about it. If it happens, make sure you set up a time to follow up with them. And then it's back to the follow-up game until they make a decision. And how long you want to keep following up depends on you. I have had deals where I send them the proposal. We get on the call to close them, and they say I need to think about it, and then I chase them for a few weeks, maybe a month, and then I don't hear anything, and then in 6 months they get back to me and be like, okay, we're ready to go. So just because something falls through right now, or you think somebody disappears, doesn't mean that they're gone forever. They will probably come back. Honestly, if you've done the steps here, you've shown that you're the most trustworthy SEO out there that's ever contacted them. And they're willing to make that investment with you. It just might take them 6 months. So, these deals can take a long time. The idea is, the system here is to make them go quicker, but it is inevitable that one or two of them will just, over time, you'll just kind of forget about them, and these deals will just come back up later on. And guys, honestly, that's closing, dude. If you have built this trust, if you have done how we rock it here, with giving them the value, giving them the video audits, all that stuff, you will not have a hard time closing these guys, because you have just shown them that you are the best. I just had a student of mine, as of this recording, he went in, had a call with the guy, then they met in person, he lived down the road from him. He closed them right there. He used incentive pricing. He knocked down he asked for more than he was willing to settle for, and he ended up closing down for $2,000 a month. He asked for 25, he got 2,000. He asked for $1,000 setup fee, he got 500. So he was able to do this. Guys, this stuff really does work. I know it might seem overwhelming, or there might be some hack, right? Oh, there's a life hack, or a way to get around, become a sales wizard. But it's all, guys, honestly, it's all about building trust and that rapport, and then just asking for that sale. And there are specific things like the incentive pricing, but again, guys, just do it. And if they don't buy on the call, again, just keep following up. Seriously, just keep doing it. Yeah. All right, guys, that's closing. Again, leave any questions in the group, and we'll answer them for you.